afternoon. I'm Dame Eleanor, and today we're using the Flax brake. This beautiful machine was commissioned by me from Master Alasdair Mac Roibeirt. It's made of solid white oak. After the flax has been harvested, by pulling up the plant by the roots, it's stooked in like piles to dry, and then it's retted or rotted in water until the proteins holding the fibers are broken down so that they can be removed and spun into thread. This process takes several weeks. After it's retted, it's dried again. At that point, the flax is stable and can sit around literally for years before further processing, or it can be processed immediately. In this case, this flax is some that I grew about 10 years ago. It took me that long to acquire patterns for a set of flax tools and to find someone to have them made. I'm extremely grateful to Master Alasdair for his skill in producing these wonderful tools. The dried flax is very stiff. We process it through the brake to break off the hard outer coating to get out the fine flax fibers inside. After breaking, then we move back to the scutching board. And you see how much more flexible the fiber is now. And at the scutching board, we have a sword. And we put it through the little opening, which protects our fingers, and then bash the fiber with the sword to further separate the fibers and remove more of the boon and the chaff. And the sword is very heavy. This one is also made of white oak, and it takes a bit of heft to wield it. You don't have to bash the flax very hard. The weight of the sword helps with that, but it is very heavy, and it's rather tiring work. You see, it's showing how heavy it is. So we process that until we think that's about enough, and then you see it's nice and flexible. So now we can take it to the hackle. This last step in the process before weaving is to comb the fibers through a hackle or hetchel or hackle. There are many names for this tool, but it consists of a board with extremely sharp, long, thin spikes driven through it to make a sort of brush of tines. These tines are extremely sharp and diamond-shaped in profile. The edges of the tines help the process of stripping away the chaff. I found this wonderful tool on eBay. It's dated on the side 1796. So now we'll take it inside. Hello again. Okay, excuse me. We've moved inside because I needed some place to attach my hackle onto a stable surface. So I've got two C-clamps, and then I've fastened it here onto my workbench. And that should hold it stable so that we can process some of this, although it's going to make a terrible mess on the floor. But anyway, we just want to take a firm grip of it and draw it through the tines. It's kind of like carding or combing fibers. It's stripping off anything that's loose and preserving the long fibers, which is what we want. You see, that's the long fiber we're looking for right there. And there's a lot of waste that comes off. But as I mentioned earlier, these tines are diamond-shaped in profile because the edges on the tines help to strip off the chaff and the boon. If they were round like nails or something like that, it wouldn't work as efficiently. But you see, this is an 18th century tool that's been used long before that, and they had it, the technology absolutely down pat, and they knew what they were doing. That's the interesting thing about this kind of work. The technology for producing linen, which is what comes from flax fiber. This is the flax fiber. When it's spun into yarn, it'll become linen thread, and then it becomes linen fabric when it's woven. But these same technologies have been practiced for hundreds of years, unchanged, because it just simply works. It is the way that you have to process flax. They have mechanized some of the steps and procedures, but by and large, it is as it has always been. You would not want to slam your hand onto these spikes, I promise you, because they are very, very sharp, as you need them to be. I kind of wrap the fiber around my finger to keep it from being pulled out of my hand. And that is how we process flax. When we're done, we'll be ready to put it on the spindle and spin it into thread. You see, lovely, soft, all the fibers are separate, shiny, and ready to go. Thank you for watching. We'll be back with more. Have a lovely afternoon. Bright blessings.